Hello everyone, and welcome back to Skies of Arcadia. Last time we walked around Yafutoma. This time, let's go to the great big blue dungeon. Talk to this guy. And always make sure your ship is outfitted to how you want. I did that last time just to refresh. There is a bunch of good stuff here. In fact, I might just want to replace that advanced cannon. And now I am good to go. No, I didn't. My joystick didn't register. Let's go. And we need the underwater suit. Deep inside, Mt Kazai is a cavern, and in some places there will be water. This underwater suit should come in handy. What? You have to go underwater? But I can't swim! Do not worry. As long as you are using the underwater suit, you should be fine. Just be sure to breathe normally. Well then, shall we be going? Make way for Mt Kazai. Yep. And this is just a cutscene. We don't get to fly or anything. It's just sort of, go to the big mountain. And then I think we're just there. If you hear any cracking, that is actually my GameCube's D-pad. I like to wiggle it while I'm absent. And it just happens to be old and busted. Wow, the water here is so calm. It looks like glass. It's hard to imagine that this was a volcanic area covered in lava at one time. What is that thing? What? It looks like a huge bird. That must be Blueheim. Blueheim? Yes, Blueheim was the blue gigas. It looks like Blueheim was trapped in the lava and encased in stone. If that thing ever got free, we'd be in trouble. The gigas that you have faced so far couldn't fly. I can't imagine how tough this one would be. We should secure the blue crystal as soon as we can. Let's go. So, I just want to say something. I think... Yeah, okay, you can actually just talk to him to leave. I just wanted to make sure. So, I took a geology course, and part of what we covered were volcanoes. And just to say, this is entirely possible. In fact, there are well-known volcanoes that are actually, I believe at one point, were completely habited by people. Dormant volcanoes and the like would cause people to just move in there. The land's fertile because of all the nutrients in the soil. And people lived there. I wouldn't, because I would be the paranoid asshole that nobody likes, who's always like, the volcano's going to erupt! The volcano's going to erupt! But it's just an interesting, nice take on the realism. Real-world elements inspiring this place. Also, here's the underwater suit. This pretty much is just an excuse to have a water dungeon. This dungeon is nothing really special. It's just a lot of caverns. Also, we have to touch these rocks, and this will cause the water level to raise. When it's high enough, we can finally go down into the bottom. This will take a while. It looks like they'll trigger some sort of water release valve. Ah, I see. The switch is probably here to fill this area with water. So, weird story. I heavily associate this dungeon with Weird Al Yankovic. When I was little, and even now, I tend to put on YouTube videos or listen to music when I'm playing games. So, I believe my soundtrack of choice for this level was Weird Al's Food album, as well as with a Canadian band, The Arrogant Worms. I'm not sure if I'm ashamed of it. So if I start just randomly singing, I'm sorry. And Aika leveled up. Damn, I always hope for a moonberry. So the gimmick with this dungeon is water levels and running around different rooms. This is, in all essence, a puzzle dungeon. You hop into your suit, you jump down, and you hope you land on the one with the switch. I almost never do this on my first try. This try is no different. The nice thing is that you don't need to fight underwater. There is no underwater encounter. There are no underwater hazards. This is pretty much to make you listen to the admittedly good music. But I gotta knock points against this place for basically making this take 3 times as long to complete. Because look at this movement speed. You move really damn slow. And it takes forever to get out. Which is why they did not include random encounters. I have a feeling people would be livid. And I don't mean fake internet anger like Cuphead being a hard game. I mean genuine frustration from the players if there were encounters here. Like, it genuinely feels like had they put encounters under the water, this dungeon would be more hated than the water temple of Ocarina of Time. Despite the fact that Ocarina of Time dungeon is not that bad. So, here's the solution to this room. You go in this one. I always forget this. It's annoying. I'm 90% sure it's this one. If not, it's the other one. It's the other one! Hey-oh! Cut. It's this one! I hate that it doesn't show you. I hate that it doesn't tell you. Damn it! I'm so bad at this! Okay, so it's not that one. It's that one. I'm gonna cut. Okay. It's this one, please. Yes. I don't like this puzzle. I think it's a really bad puzzle. Mostly just because it punishes you if you don't memorize where each of the holes are. Then you hit this. Forget what this drains. I think it just puts water in the central area. Yep. So effectively, we are having to hit 4 switches in total. We've hit 2. So, the thing with this dungeon is, it is not a long one. It really isn't. It might drag because of the puzzles, but generally, like, aside from the slow underwater segments, it's pretty fast. I think my record for beating this dungeon is like 25 minutes. Now, because I'm recording, that's not going to happen. I'm also going to be on the lookout for a moonfish, which I know is in here. And then we'll have other things to do, because, oh boy, the dungeon may be short. You're in Yafutoma for just as long as any other place. Though, I do appreciate them switching it up. I really do. I think it's great that they decided, why don't we just have the players in the dungeon, like, immediately? Like, I go to the king, and he's like, okay, I think I get a good feeling from you. I get a good feeling from this kid. This kid, get a good feeling. And it's like, okay, go, take it. Like, fine, take it. I don't know, I don't wish more games did that because that would not be fun. Just tired, I want to blow things up. Also, Lambda Burst will do decent damage. Yeah, that's going to be enough for that Pyre box to kill, most likely. Still hasn't broken. I still have one. Oh. It completely did not. Oh, thank goodness you're using the ranged attack. The worst thing is when they are across the map and decide, you know what the right move is? We're gonna do the melee variant. And then they literally can spend up to a minute and a half walking. So, only two other doors. We have the one we came in. And yes, I have accidentally wandered out because I was young and stupid. But we have two doors. There's a clear last one. I recommend doing it in the order I've been doing it. Oh no, we're attacked from behind. Oh, so many other lizards. Vi's leveled up. Enrique learned Sacrum. I think everyone now has Sacrum, which is just a great spell for this place. Also, back attacks are going to be a thing, and they are always gonna suck. Huh, 2 switches. Interesting. Wait a minute, I think there's actually a chest on the other side. I want to check that. If I can. Hey, we got a moon robe. That, I think, is an okay piece of armor. I really think there might be a chest on the other side of this. There isn't, because we can't go there. It is visible, but not programmed. So this is how this room works. We fill it with water. These rise up. And now we can go to the actual lever after a brief underwater stint. This is the most basic. This is the most basic thing. And honestly, the reason why I say do the order I do is because then once the main area is filled with water, you can just jump down. And you don't have to worry about walking around or random encounters. And cue random encounter. Oh, no. No random encounter yet. That should be the third one. Yep. And now we just have that last room. Hold on. It's on the other side. Oh, wait, no. No, I know where. I know. It's up there. We can't get it yet. I almost ran all the way around. Probably gotten like 4 random encounters. Let's just go this way. So many random fights. And now we enter the other part of this dungeon. The catacomb part. Most of it was carved out, but this is stuff that was formed through magma vents and other cool things like that. And if we go over here, I think this is... Yes, this is what I wanted. I believe this is a treasure area that we're going to... Oh, walking under a waterfall, that's cool. But there's always a secret behind the waterfall. There's always a secret behind the waterfall. Moonberry! What are all the cuts? Okay. Let's head this way, I think. One of these paths leads to this, which we need. And the other path, I think, leads to a treasure chest. And finally, the final switch! Woo! But there's still another pathway. And then I'm going to want to go out and save. Because I don't think there's another save point for a while. Also, I was completely wrong with my estimate of how long this took. This definitely always takes me about an hour, counting all the fights. For reference, getting that fourth switch pressed is basically the halfway to 2/3 point. So... Ah, shit. Okay. Oh, wait, this was just a dead end. I'm an idiot. Let's heal, because I haven't been doing that. Oh, I have a cham. Well, that's embarrassing. There you go, fully healed. I love sacrum crystals. They, for reference, they almost always heal a huge chunk of your HP. And instead of up, if we head through here, I believe we can either get a treasure chest or that elevator thing that what we saw near the moonfish thing. I think at least it would make sense. I think this is actually like the one moonfish I always forget about. Zillion Bane! Frick. Also, just thinking out loud here, I appreciate that they did give an actual excuse as to why you can't just swim. Is that Aika literally can't swim. So, you would either lose a party member or lose swimming mechanics. And they chose, fuck those swimming mechanics, am I right? Yeah, this guy isn't lasting more than a few turns. Oh! Let's just not do that. Focus. Focus. Stay on target. Stay on target. Hey, a Magiseed. Windsong Orb. Okay, so that was all that was over here. This is important. Very long-running side quest involving those guys. Mostly because if you fight all of them, you actually get a super boss. Who, I'm just gonna spoil because I find it hysterical, is one of the easiest bosses in the game. I think my one time I fought him, I killed him in 2 turns. Or if not, I killed him in less than 6. And this is an optional super boss. Because at that point the strategy was set and I was just so powerful that I could just do like 10,000 damage in a single hit. But I'm gonna run out and save. Just because this is a long dungeon. And I will see you next time. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's shoot electricity at these sea urchins. See what happens. I'll see you next time. So let's let the good times roll.